Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to 007 First Light, where we have tracked our attackers to some sort of exhibition hall, where Sir Nicholas Webb is being honoured tonight, a fact that I find highly suspicious. It occurs to me that what happened to me last episode may well be also happening to Greenway, but if we're smart enough to figure that out, then I guess Moneypenny is too, so hopefully she can help him. Now, Q-Watch triangulation apparently requires a tutorial. Walk towards your target.
We're in bloody traffic, a room full of half-drunk bores. This reveal better be worth the trouble.
Rather a lot of security for an office party, isn't
Sir,
there?
this is strictly an invitation-only event.
I know.
Oh, well, then the gala is down the hall. Enjoy.
Thanks. It's that easy.
Now, who has my invitation?
Of course I brought it. You reminded me 3 times at the house and twice on the way. How could I
So
not
they've got an
remember?
invitation.
Because lately I find myself constantly having to remind you about things. That's why.
Credit where
It's
credit is due.
called selective hearing, my dear.
How do we distract people? Ooh, playing card. So that looks like the sort of thing that could distract people. No? No.
I wonder if the company would have been able to weather the storm in the north.
Do we even need an invitation, or can we just sneak in somehow?
I heard she may never walk again.
Chinese whispers, George. She broke both her legs, but she's expected to make a full recovery in time. That said, she won't be running any marathons for quite some time.
So I guess they were talking about Cress. Broke both her legs, but she might be fine, maybe?
Now, who has my invitation?
Alright, Bond, I'm just looking around, listening to people. So we've got Cloakroom there.
Excuse me?
I'm just trying to get through.
Yep, get my way, Norbert. I guess we can't just leap into the cloakroom and help ourselves to an invitation or someone's jacket. You're all not going to let me in the cloakroom, are you? No handy pipes around to scale? No. I'm not really seeing a lot to interact with, to be honest. We could just flash someone, maybe?
Why do they call her the Temp?
Because nobody, especially those here tonight, believes she will last much longer.
Now, who has my
She's
invitation?
been rubbing people up the wrong way ever since she took up the position.
You'll be fine.
Thank you very much.
No, let's also grab some more chemicals, because I see that
Not some part-time tea lady.
we don't have a full supply of those. That might be all the chemicals we can grab, so I guess we just waltz in at this point. So everyone out there seems to know what's going on in MI6. I guess a lot of them work for Nicholas Webb, and they might also be privy to information like his. So let's search the area.
Get you something, sir?
Chat.
Champagne. Perhaps something a little stronger.
I'm looking for my friend. Tall, blonde, dead-eyed,
Would he be the one who gave you that makeover?
something like that.
So he came this way, or at least one of them did. It could have been his brother for all I know. But then, which way did he go?
People say Webb's planning some big tech demonstration tonight.
Ooh.
I hear half the cabinet's here.
David, there are free drinks. I'm surprised the entire cabinet isn't here.
So if I'm interpreting the Q-Watch radar correctly, then he might have gone this way. Because that's the direction that the waves are coming from.
On the food.
Signal
I
locked.
am incredibly sorry, sir.
Do you know how much this suit costs?
Okay. Left his phone in here
In
somewhere.
the phone. Of course he did.
Of course he did.
Tell me you caught him.
No, but it looks like CCTV did. If I access the camera feed, can you locate him?
You'd have to patch me directly into the CCTV network terminal. Go to the security room. It's first floor, east wing. Staff offices.
Got it.
So over that
Let's get a
side,
spot
I guess.
up close.
Oh fuck, it's
Excuse me, sir.
Stephen Bright.
Scores of civilians dead.
Sorry, just trying to get past
Diplomatic
you.
relations
Hey,
in
you're back home. Just waiting on a journalist who's running late and holding me up.
Rob Minkley, Crux Magazine. No, he's not here. That's why I'm calling you. Actually, Mike Chaxfield from the Bulletin is here, I'm told. If Minkley doesn't appear in the next 10, let's find him, give him the exclusive. Yes, that Rob Minkley. I'd really rather the exclusive went to Crux, but if he can't be asked turning up, we have no choice but to offer it to Mike and the Bulletin.
She might be able to help me
I
here.
can't even imagine how you
Maybe.
This is not about my daughter, Clive. It's about protocol.
Should we speak to Stephen Bright?
I've just about had it with these Cold War.
I don't think so. I hate him.
Then have gone through the proper channels. And no.
And you are?
We're Mike Chaxfield, I guess.
Mike Chaxfield.
Oh. I thought you'd be older.
Sorry to disappoint.
No, you haven't. Anyway, good timing. I'm giving the Bulletin the best seat in the house for the show and an exclusive interview with Sir Nicholas right after.
Sounds great.
Go see Linda in the press room for your pass, then take yourself and your camera upstairs to the balcony. Security will let you through once you flash your pass.
Will do.
Thanks, Matt. Go see Linda. We need a press pass, we need a camera. Is that telling me where to get the camera, or is that just where it wants me to go in general?
Not enough firepower?
I guess it's telling me where to get the camera because that's the opportunity that's highlighted. These people don't look as though they're going to let me through. What if we use this method of getting upstairs? Okay, that just leads to a locked door. Yeah, we can't vault any of those velvet ropes. That would be too much even for 007. Locks needs a key card. Can't use our Q watch to get in. It's coming up there's no use. You've got a camera. Can we borrow it? I guess not. That's just leading back outside.
It's the second time this week he's done this to me. I'm supposed to be at the entrance covering my own post.
Have you tried giving him a bell?
Yeah, multiple times. He's not picking up for me. If he's gone on the lash again and left me in the lurch, I'm gonna bloody kill him. He's a right pain in the arse.
You need to stop covering for him.
I know. He's my mate, but he's really testing me right now.
Oh, this tidy lad could come in useful.
Alright, so that's another option perhaps. A tardy guard.
The real restaurant critic of the London idea why we're here?
Fine, just push it through.
Not a clue.
We'll be fine.
But given the
Well,
setup and the wording
That's
of
just
the
not
invite,
possible.
I suspect
Because I'm the
warehouse
restaurant critic of the London Review.
Yeah. Oh, there's Linda.
Well, I have it on good faith from a source.
Linda?
Yes.
Minkley is not only making
Can I help you?
appearance,
Certainly can.
he's also been given
I'm here to pick up my
best
press
seat
pass.
in the house.
If Minkley's
I'm Mike
there,
Chaxfield.
it must be juicy.
Mike Chaxfield with the Bulletin.
I think there must be a mistake.
I suspect whatever
Mike's
is
already
unveiling
checked
tonight,
in.
It also serves as a two-figure salute.
Oh, worth a shot just to talk to you.
I'm very flattered.
Is
And
that a hint of
very
jealousy
engaged.
I detect?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to
He was
work.
just starting out. That man would step over his own mother if he knew there was
Very
a
well.
barrel
So
written.
that,
In fact,
I mean, the
I
opportunity
suspect
hasn't
somebody else.
failed. We could always just make her sick with a
There's no
dart
denying
gun or
that the
something.
impact is already profound. Just look at the business
Well, there's a
sectors like
laptop that could be
healthcare, customer
sabotaged.
service, and the automobile industry.
What's that?
And let's not forget
Okay,
what it's
that
done
just
for
does the
medical
job.
research breakthroughs and
Wonder
climate
what it
research.
was.
Well, whether we
No,
like it or not, AI is
I'm
here
sure
to
she won't
stay.
put two and two together at any point. Now, where do we find a camera?
I fear our eventual over-reliance
There's one over there.
will result in the end of blue and white collar jobs.
Try
Will you let
telling
me
that
through?
to him.
Wouldn't waste my time. The man
No.
is an ideal.
We could, like,
If he overheard you
dart
say,
gun this guy or
"You will
laser
find
beam
yourself
him
struck off the famed web Christmas
and sneak
card
past.
Boo-hoo. I've got more important things.
That might be our only option because, yeah, it doesn't look as though there's any other ways through. You've also got a camera, though. Let's just blind this guy.
Ow! Something in my eye.
Yeah, there is. Now you're also a watcher. Let's just do the same.
Oh, my eyes! I'm blind! Shit!
Yoink. That works,
I highly
and
recommend
there's
it
bloody battery everywhere. There, we haven't had to use our precious chemicals.
Artificial intelligence today keeps the doctor away.
This laser beam device has proved to be very useful. So we'll just top up on battery, and then we'll head to the security area. One could argue that these strolling around sections are fairly light on the old gameplay front.
Where's the food? The
But
invitation said there'd be food.
I quite enjoy these quiet moments between all these
unintentionally.
super intense fisticuffs and gunplay. And now we've got all of our juice back. Our friends here have got no choice but to let me through.
Can I help you?
I'm with the press. Need to get upstairs for the main event. Snap some pics.
Head on up. Pretty quiet up there now, save for a few of Webb's folk.
Thanks, gents.
That's what we like to hear. So, security that way. Exhibits that way. Straight to security. Moneypenny is eagerly waiting for us to get in there.
En route. Any pushback from museum security?
Nothing we can't handle. They know their place.
Sir, this area's off limits.
MI6. We have a potential security threat. I need access to the CCTV feed, and I need it now.
Right. Sure you are. Listen, son. My name is Simon, and Simon says, go back to the gala, have yourself a glass of bubbles, and try not to worry that pretty little head of yours. We've got everything under control here tonight.
You need to listen to me.
Feet or head first. You choose.
Sounds like fisticuffs could be coming.
Oh, can I call you back? Just got another call coming through. Hello? Yeah, I'm here. In the bar. Oh, just come and find me.
Now that very much seems like something we can crack open.
Should get me closer to the CCTV room.
Thoroughly trespassing now. Still not 1,000,000% sure on the difference between a restricted area and a trespassing area. Is a restricted area one you can bluff your way out of, but a trespassing area not? I don't know.
Swipe. Swipe.
No.
Easy on the filters, love. Eyes the size of saucers. Oh.
Let's get someone's attention. We don't want too many people in here.
Let's check it out. Eyes. Odd. That's all.
Oh. That one might leave a mark.
Wonderful. Can we take your gun? I guess not. We very much don't have a license to kill in here, so we're not even going to try picking it up. No smoking on the cantina balcony. Director Hamilton. That could be useful information. So we'll shut that door because we don't want Bella Millard getting spotted at any point. We've got a camera over there.
Reckon we could slip down there and grab ourselves a few of those canapes before anyone notices that we're gone?
Yeah, I say when the big man's speech kicks off, why the hell not?
Copy that.
So they're not going anywhere just yet. But it's an option down the line. Aircon could be overloaded. That'll get someone.
It's mine.
Okay, that may have pulled them both. Ah, keycard needed. Dang it.
Got it.
I don't see one around.
Oh, come on. That's a real word. Alright, let's try again.
So they're back in position.
Just take a beat.
And they didn't hear that. Good. Whole bunch more people in that next room. That door doesn't seem to lead anywhere useful, I don't think. Back out to the corridor, innit? So how do we deal with these two lads? I mean, violence is certainly an option. We could break security cameras. That's good to know. What if we lured one of them? Would that work?
Hey!
Let me see.
Yeah, his friend turns around. Amazing. And we get back a bit of our energy. And then we contain the situation. I wasn't planning on sliding into him there. I was hoping I would just, you know, take him out all quiet like. But that didn't happen. So that's not a big issue. No, there are a bunch of batteries and whatnot in here. So maybe we deal with some of these cameras. Because we're going to have to go one way or the other to get into the next bit. This way looks quieter.
We need to cut that. Get straight to the... Oh. Can I help you?
Security. Don't mind me. Just doing a quick sweep.
Aren't you a little underdressed?
Casual Friday.
It's Thursday.
It is Thursday.
If I want to find Murtaugh, CCTV will point the way.
How did you know? I mean, not for you. It's Monday or Tuesday for you. It's Thursday for me. 2 on-duty guards. You have security passes for anyone requiring access.
2 guards, 2 keys. Thank you, Director Hamilton.
Very well. So these lads showed up as green in Q Watch, which means they're no threat to us, really. But then in here we do have more actual threats. What's going on out here? Much? There's another security man. And a camera. But security doesn't seem to notice when we break the camera, so that's nice. And that guy in there looks to have a security card about his person. So that's you out of the picture. Could keep sneaking around outside. We might want to. But there might have also been more battery back here. Oh, there's more battery further ahead as well. Very well. So this is all just getting us around the edge. We haven't got a map, so I don't know why I just looked. But we know where there's a keycard, right? Which is on one of the 3 men in the previous room. So it makes sense to waltz in there. See if we can't pick it, perhaps.
Oh, come on. Shit, I left the card back in the office.
I grabbed it.
Oh, thanks. Oh, God, I hope this thing wraps up soon. Gasping for a pint.
Get in line, son.
Cut the chit-chat and get your heads in the game. We're here to do a job. I'm taking a look round the place.
Okay, Web 2 is on the move.
You two. Eyes on the ball.
What's his bloody problem? Pay no attention, he's always like that.
The other 2 are also on the move. That's a shame.
Oh, stupid thing.
What's the problem?
Coffee machine's on the fritz.
Try turning it off and on again?
Guy's going outside.
Bingo.
I did that. Any other bright ideas?
Not a one. I
Okay,
think
we
it's
got away
time
with
we
that.
shared an introspective moment of silence for our old pal.
Hey.
Take it out back and shoot it.
So we can't move bodies by dragging them, but we can hide him out here.
If I want to find Murtaugh,
With
CCTV will point the way.
Creative use
Looks like
of
I
doors.
was meant to have this instead.
So that's nice. Do we need both the cards? 2 guards have key cards. Okay, maybe we don't. Maybe we can just go back now. There's probably a challenge then for getting both the cards. But we've not been detected yet by anyone other than these lads who are not suspicious of us. So it'd be nice to complete this whole thing undetected, more or less.
Yeah, don't mind me, Simon. Brought my own key.
Yeah, fuck you, Simon.
Moneypenny, I'm at the terminal.
Hang on, just need someplace quiet.
You still on your date?
Bollocks, I don't have the password.
People are lazy. They probably put it on a post-it note. Have a look around.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
true.
sit tight.
There's a post-it.
Not what I'm looking for.
Harry Sykes. Repeated lateness.
So how's your boy?
On his third pint. Wondering why my aunt keeps calling.
A drunk and a fool. He sounds like a keeper.
Oh, shut it.
Okay, so that was for the tardy guard, I think. Lots of post-its there, but not seeing anything. Project Night.
Any luck? I've got a line for me.
Hold on.
So there's an Operation Nightfall. Now there's a Project Night. The chess trophy was also a night. There's a lot of nights in this game. I don't think that's coincidental.
Oh, no password here.
Employee of the Year?
People really should be more careful.
It's an interesting place to put a password.
What did I tell you? Now, patch me in.
Logging in now. There. I'm in.
Okay, pulling the footage. Ah, here's your man.
So much for 2 birds, 1 stone. You have a location?
Basement archives. Not the worst place to lay low. Or plan an ambush.
Not tonight. I'm headed there now.
So, back out the way we came. Makes sense. Don't think anyone over there would really notice if we kicked this door open. I'm curious as to where this one specifically leads, given as we didn't come in this way. Nowhere in particular appears to be the answer. Just a little side office. So I guess we're leaving the way we entered through the vents. At least I'd like to, but I'm not being prompted once again to jump up, so maybe the game has other things in mind for me. Oh, there we go, there's an elevator that conveniently takes us to where we need to be.
Hiding in the dark, Murto.
You can't blame it, he's Finnish. It's dark up there like 90% of the time. That's why they're always drunk and listening to heavy metal. I like Finns.
He's down here somewhere. Looks like it unlocks remotely.
Follow the cables. Find the clues.
Arts funding isn't what it used to be.
So we need to get into that room, perhaps, so that we can then get into that room. It's a double locked door puzzle. Ah. Padlock. Now, where's some battery? There it is. I guess I've got my laser beam on me, just because I bought it at Aleph.
Well, this all looks very expensive.
It's come in really
Let's not
handy.
touch anything. Basil from accounting will have my head.
So I wonder if I could have bought other tools instead that would break through padlocks. And so you've always got something.
Sorry, Baz.
To get you through. It's just a matter of what you decided to bring along.
Huh. If only it was this easy all the time.
So that's door open. In we go. Bunch of artwork.
Well, this all looks rather ominous.
Nothing showing up on Q-Lens. He knows we're here. They know we're here. Let's pull a gun this time. Where's your brother, Murto? assume we're going to kill them one at a time, so we can have a scene later in the game where the other one's like, "You killed my brother." There he is. Can we just... Okay, that may have worked. No, maybe not. I'm not sure. We're going to have a Mr. Freeze thing where we have to take him down with a bunch of silent takedowns and then duff him up.
Must be something I can use here.
Yep. So he's going to come around. Ooh, we could drop that on his head if he walks underneath it.
That knocked the wind out of the sails.
Good, that's 2.
Must be something I can use to get to him.
Yeah, there's stuff. Just a case of finding it before I get shot.
Not that clever.
Motion sensors. Ventilation systems. Oh, frig. Okay, saw me that side.
Has to be something I can use to get to him.
So, where's he gone? Oh, frig. There's this thing. I don't know what it is. Floodlights. We can blind him. Frig. I think I pressed the wrong option on it.
Got it.
There we go. He's got to be out. Oh shit, son. Are we gonna... Yeah, we're gonna rush him on the edge of that trident, surely. Bam. Looks like he finally got my point.
That was for Monroe.
Awaiting authorization from Webb. Understood. He's just an old geezer. Are you sure we brought enough men? He's tougher than he looks. Proceed with caution.
They're after Greenway.
His arm's in a sling. I think we can manage.
Greenway.
They're waiting authorization from Webb, so that does indeed confirm.
Moneypenny, it's Webb. The Murtaugh are working for Nicholas Bloody Webb. He's behind everything.
James, that's just not...
I know what I heard. I need to get a hold of Greenway. He's next.
Already tried. He's off the grid. James, we are in over our heads. We need to inform M.
No time. I'm going after him. Make him call off the attack.
Are you out of your mind? Nicholas Webb is one of the most powerful men in Britain. Let's think this through.
What about Murtaugh's earpiece? If I patch you in, can you trace the second attack team?
It does look like it's transmitting a geolocation signal to a device inside the building.
It has to be Webb. He commands the assassins. Tell me you can hack it.
From a bathroom stall at the Knight Errant. Not a chance. But I can use your watch as a data extraction tool. You just get close to Webb and I'll handle the rest. I only need a few minutes to update the software.
Good.
One down, one to go. Now to find Webb.
So that's Terra Mercer out the picture. His brother will be most displeased. We'll take Terra's locket as well. Maybe taunt his brother with it later. I feel like confronting Webb is just going to get us into a lot of trouble. Quiet word with Webb. If we just rush in the middle of his speech, that's just going to lead to us getting told off by everyone. Hello, friends.
Museum door inspector. This one didn't pass. Where are you, Webb?
I feel like M should be informed at this point. Like, it's kind of important for it to know that Thea is extremely compromised.
Inconvenient time. I must say, you look astonishing for your age, Agent Roth. Hardly a day over 50.
Would you expect an apology?
How about an explanation?
Later. Just play along. Damien!
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
You're not. Damien, meet Mr. Beach, was it?
Bond. James Bond. What do you do, James? Lately? Headhunting. Oh dear. I do hope you're not plotting on stealing Isola here. I took such trouble in hiring her. She really is rather brilliant. Quite the catch. I'm not making any promises.
What do you know? I'm out. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Isola.
Be careful with this one, James. Dare I say, out of your league.
Your attention, please.
Hold this, Danny.
Will begin shortly. Kindly make your way to the main stage.
Hello, hi. Well, welcome all. Tonight we celebrate the history of Webb Industries. But merely looking back would be complacent. Personally, I prefer to look ahead.
Well, this doesn't look good. That's a murder bot if ever I've seen one.
For more than a century, Webb Industries has pushed for a better, safer future.
It's done. I've updated your watch. The hack starts automatically when you're within 3 feet of the target.
On it.
And yet I want us to
Excuse
aim
me.
higher.
Coming through.
Watch it. It's not
I
a
believe
concept.
technology
Sorry, it'll
has the
hurt me.
power to elevate
Why
above
were we
the
drugged?
chaotic fog of our sapient brains
James,
and into
what's wrong?
a more
Talk to me.
gracious and enlightened.
Nerve agent?
Oh my god!
Or was it just in the drink?
What happened? I think he just collapsed. Security!
Hello, Saints, clear the cobwebs. Webb once you lucid.
Oh, we can have a villain combo. Oh, there's Isola. Yeah.
See, you wasted no time. No, she wasted mine. Someone trained her well.
How did you allow her to get this close? And what is he doing here? You know I handle MI6.
They were onto us, and I didn't think that we had time for your back-channeling.
That is precisely the problem. You don't think.
Careful. Careful. You know how I get father.
Damien
Enough.
Webb.
Damien.
He's a killer. A weirdo
Yes,
killer.
well, alas. There's no time to backpedal now. The ball is rolling. I have a full strike team on Greenway. He is as good as dead.
Fine. Now, clean up your mess. It needn't have come to this. And I'm truly sorry.
Well, it's only cold-blooded murder. Don't beat yourself up about it.
Okay. And off he goes. Did we get the hack done, though?
Okay. Very well. You heard, man.
Interrogation.
This is going to be the end of a very short career.
Is it? Is it interrogation?
Never accept a drink from a stranger.
Or is it just violence?
I guess they didn't teach you that in that little spy school of yours. One for the road.
Okay, that stung.
What? No witty remark? Not even the old, "You're never gonna get away with this." Wow, you really are quite disappointing.
Tell me something, do you always bring sedatives to a party? I should count myself lucky I didn't wake up in your hotel room.
Your profile wasn't kidding. You really are spectacularly annoying.
Yeah, we are. We have to balance our health against the hacking. Let's stall this time.
Anything else you'd like to get off your chest?
I'm curious. What did 009 have on you? He must have posed quite a threat.
Yes, well, you've seen the T-shirt. Every crisis is an opportunity.
No. Is our health still going up? Yeah. Oh. That came out of nowhere. I guess that does stop us just indefinitely stalling. But I do think a mix of provoke, stall might be the answer.
Have you told Nico about his brother's untimely end? I do hope he doesn't shoot the messenger.
Just be grateful that I don't have his patience or his anatomical know-how.
Okay, that's left us a bit low.
We're about done here, then. My champagne's getting flat.
How did you know 009 was in Slovakia and left? Do you have a mole at MI6?
Yeah, it's there.
Good. I'd tell you, I really would, but then, well, then I'd have to kill you. Oh, wait. I'm gonna do that anyway. Would you look at the time? Joe.
I have to ask. Do you often let your father scold you like a petulant child?
That's wound him up. We
Oh,
could be getting
James.
multiple punches now.
Now you're just trying to get a rise out of me.
Yeah, we are. You're going to let me get my health back a bit higher? Okay, now what? We did the hack.
That was invigorating. Thank you. Make them disappear.
Yeah, she's been fine the whole time. She was just staying out of trouble. Now she's going to shank a dude. Nice. I'm surprised she didn't just run off and leave us here. But maybe that's the next step.
Well, let's find out.
She put the knife away. And then there was a knife sound
We'll have company soon.
when she saved me.
I don't suppose you have an exit strategy?
Well, this wasn't exactly a planned visit.
Figured as much. Locked. Quick, check the others.
This one's locked.
3 months. That's how long I spent infiltrating web industries. And you managed to waste it in all of 30 seconds.
It's a gift. Also locked.
To be expected.
No way out.
Didn't peg you for a quitter.
So what do I call you? I bet Isla isn't your real name either.
Please. It's not like yours is James Bond.
Well, actually.
Of course not.
Window it is, then.
What are you doing?
Waiting for you, James.
Boosting us up? Or are we boosting you?
Be a gentleman.
Yeah, I suppose that's the polite way to do it. But now how do we get out? I feel like she's unconcerned about such matters.
Don't get used to it. Now pull me up.
No time, someone's coming. Hide.
Oh, jeez. Thanks, Isla.
Don't know the half of it. Management just issued a code wipe back at the perch. All hands on deck.
An all-out data wipe? Because of one guy?
A data wipe?
Awfully quiet, isn't it?
What are you trying to hide?
Makes it worse. Vince? No? You two just about done in there?
Oh, they're done all right.
Yeah, they are. Can we lock this? We can certainly close it. I'm not sure if we can lock it. And now we've got some more escaping ahead of us.
James, what happened?
I got it wrong. It isn't Sir Nicholas controlling the kill team. It's his lunatic son. I barely escaped. Tell me your plan worked.
I'm processing. Piggybacking the signal, tracing their coordinates. Look, we find the kill team, we find Greenway. Where are you now?
I'm just about to be swarmed by trigger-happy mercenaries. I need a way out of the museum.
Already on it. According to schematics, there's an old backlot behind the exhibit. Chances are the hostiles don't know about it.
Moneypenny, whoever this bloke is, he doesn't deserve you.
So, escaping from a museum full of lunatics and mercenaries and whatnot. I guess we can't just stand very still and blend in with the statues over here. But that escape is going to have to wait until next time. So, until then, thank you for watching, friends. I will see you soon.